day. How was your day, Jed? You had a great day? We always have a great day, isn't it? We wake up breathing. That's what's important. And soon, a friend of mine from Dubai is gonna join us. So now we are live on Facebook and we are live on Instagram and on YouTube as well. So we are live on all the platforms. And hope you guys like it. Hope you guys check out the other lives we had with Nitya and with Aaron and all these people, Vina and Jude, all these amazing people, Naraj. And yeah, so it's gonna be a great night today, and we're gonna talk with Ramuel. So he's from Dubai, and he's gonna tell his story soon. I'll just try to invite him here. Um, oh, there you go. Hello, Ata. Still in the office watching. Nice to see you doing live again. Yes, man. I'm always trying to be as much as I can live. How is work doing? Good? Busy? I just try to invite Ramo here. No, Summer. Yeah, work is not easy, right? That's why we have to do, and it's life. Never been easy to be a content creator. Hey, look who is in the house. There we go. There we go.
What's up, my man?
How
How
are
are you?
you? Good.
Good. I know
Good,
it's late
man.
right there. It's what, 11:30?
11:30 p.m. Yeah, it's pretty
Right,
much like
right,
it's early for me to go to bed because I always go like around 12:31 or something like
right.
1 a.m. So you got to
So
see
this is the perfect
a
time
lot
to
of
do
people
this.
joining. That's great, man. That's so good. How are you, man? Busy, working a lot?
Good or
Sorry, the connection is breaking up a bit. Hello. I have some water in the meantime. Let's try again, guys. That's just live. We can't do much with it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'll just try to see if the connection. I think his connection is lost. No worries, guys. Just hang on tight, hang on in there, cause he's coming back. All right, he's coming back. Let's see. There you go. I just call him back.
sorry, sorry about that. I was just gonna say that I stayed at the office for the internet connection,
Oh yeah, I
and then
just have to
suddenly
disconnect the
I got
Wi-Fi. Yes.
disconnected. Yeah, had
Yeah,
to
man.
switch networks a bit. What's up? I see a
Good,
lot of
man.
people from my some of my friends are here, so maybe it's nice if you nice shirt by the way.
Oh yeah, man.
Right. So
I, yeah, man.
why
Man, yeah, I was doing like I was talking to the boys before, like talking to Raj and all these guys that we met through the journey, right? Creating content, and I noticed is like it is like it's not easy to after you finish a course in as academy to be in the community as when you do the course. So it is hard
right?
to engage and talk to each other and do this kind of stuff. That's why I created this talk creator thing just to to talk to people that I don't talk much.
Right. Yeah. Because after that, after the course is finished, things taper off. You go separate ways. Some of
Yes,
us
exactly.
continue creating. Some of us do different things, and then some of us just let
Yeah,
go.
that's right. All right, let's start. It's gonna be like a really nice and relaxed thing, and we just talk about what your life as a creator, and how you started, who you are, and where you're from. Just introduce yourself to people watching, and we go from there.
Right. Yeah. My name is Ram. I am based here in Dubai, UAE, but obviously I am from the Philippines. And I've been working here in the UAE for probably 13 years now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But, getting into the whole world of content creation, while it has been my hobby, like I really, really got into it at the start of the pandemic because there's nothing else to do. And I realized that that's something that gives me joy. Creating content gives me joy. Trying to tell stories give me a certain level of satisfaction and fulfillment. And and also that's where I met a lot of people, and I'm on this journey where I meet amazing people like Arthur, who's based in Australia right now, who's inviting me to speak. We're continents apart, and we're having a conversation about the stuff that we love. So, I
Yeah,
mean, it's been amazing. It's been amazing for the past, what, 1.5 year probably,
yeah.
that I started purposefully doing this
All right, to start the
thing.
creator journey. Yeah, cool. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So, so you always had the passion to create videos, or you just started like a year and a half ago? Did you always had that creativity that you didn't know about, or you always been created since young?
No, I didn't think I have been doing content creation. It's just that I've always thought that it wasn't good enough. See, there's
Uh,
this level of confidence that you feel that, well, no one, it's not to the level that you'd be proud of at the moment.
well,
The
yes.
quality that's
Just
going
like
on.
sometimes you worried about how people are gonna look at it and
Yeah.
judge or say something.
Yeah. So what happened was we started, we travel a lot, my wife and I, because Dubai, it's kind of easy. It's a hub, so you could easily go to different places from here. So we've been doing some traveling, and as with most travelers, the first thing that happens when you experience something beautiful, right, is that you would want to share it with people,
Yes.
right? So when you experience something that releases hormones in your happy chemicals in your brain, the first thing is, I wish my mom could see this. I wish my friends could be here with me.
That's the
I would,
feeling you give to people. Yes.
exactly. So you'd want to share that, and you know you don't want to be selfish. You'd want the same feeling that you've had. You want people to experience that as well. And so I started thinking of, hey, why don't I create a video? I create videos of my travels, so that there would be a way for me not only to share it with
But
other people, but also to, so years later, when I
it's
look
like
at,
it's like your shoebox, right? You know the shoebox when you put all the picture inside, and then
yeah,
like at home, my mom, when I go to Brazil, I visit my parents, and they have the shoebox with all the pictures inside, and I sit on the couch and I look one by one just to remember that all the old days. It's pretty much that you wanna kind of save the videos to have it as a memory for forever, right?
exactly. And you know what you also notice is that everybody takes videos now. Our phones, we all have videos, but then what happens after the trip? What happens after you post it on social media? What happens after it sits in your stories? I used to have tons of content from GoPros, from old cameras, and they just sit in my hard drive, like, just taking up space. And so what I decided to do was try to make something out of it, put it in one place, so that if no one watches it, at the very least, after some time when I look back at it, I could remember the feeling. I
Yeah,
could
that's cool.
remember the experience. And so that's how it started. And that was like years ago. But then it wasn't purposeful. I was doing it when it was convenient.
Yeah.
Um, and then I started,
Because you had no intention into like get followers and get views, just
no,
in just save the file. somehow.
just save it, share
Yeah,
it with family, share it
yeah,
with whoever wants to see it, and that's it. And then that probably doing that, somehow I started to learn how to, you know, the technical side of things, how to do edits, how to shoot videos, how to do slow-mos, how to do speed rounds. It's quite basic, but if you think about it, if you're starting, you don't know any of those.
yeah. Well, it is basic because man. You know, it is something that if you think about it, like, oh, it is basic now, but it wasn't before. So if you think about it, like a lot of people don't know and they think it's very complex. But
Yeah,
once you know it, you just nail it.
yeah. So yeah, and then so I started doing that, and I started becoming very purposeful. The hardest part to do is to learn to talk to the camera,
Yeah.
because before you just used to do montage of the stuff that you go to, and places and things, and then you decide to at some point put a voice in it, or appear in the, be more purposeful, like tell a
Yeah,
story.
be more on it. Yeah, show your face.
Yeah, yeah, and it was very awkward. It's still very awkward now. um and I
But you get
started
used to
doing
it,
that.
isn't it?
You do get used to it, but I'm not that at that level where I could just turn it on.
All
Some
right.
people take a camera, put it in front of them, they just turn into this whole personality. I'm not like that at all. Yeah, completely be
Yeah,
different.
you
I
see,
still
like,
have conversations happening inside my head, and being very insecure. Yeah.
yeah, but the thing is, like, I noticed, like, I do lives with the Brazilian guys. They are watching here now, and we do like 4 hours every morning, right, for the Brazilian community. So every 4 hours every morning in Australia, we do a live for the Brazilian community. They want to come to Australia and study in Australia and live in Australia, and all about visas and all these things. And what we
Hmm.
do, we notice that the more we do lives, the better we get.
Yeah.
So it's like you get to know yourself a bit better, so you know how you express yourself in situations that you don't know how to answer a question, or if you don't know how to do this and that, so you know how to deal with those kind of things. So you
Sure.
start learning more and understanding yourself. And that means, like, for me, it's just a lot of things you can share. Like, you get a camera, turn to yourself, then you know how to deal with it, because it's so used to be live and talk to
Hmm.
people that it just goes naturally. It goes very, very naturally.
Like
And
you do a certain thing over and over again. At some point,
yes,
you'll get
yeah,
used to it.
you get very used to it, so it's really cool. And also, like, you're a musician as well, right?
I wouldn't say I'm a musician. I play. I
So you
just
learn
like
you
sharing.
had
Yeah.
lessons, you had lessons, or you learned by ear?
When I was a kid, I used to. My mom used to force me to attend these
Right.
piano classes. Just like every middle class Filipino, when there's summer, you try to do an activity to keep
Yeah.
yourself engaged. So either you do physical stuff, like you do swimming, you do basketball clinics and stuff. My parents used to force me to learn how to play the piano, which I rejected. But then I got engaged in a youth group within the church, and at that time they needed uh, people to play music, and so then I started going back to it. But then
Okay.
I'm not that awesome. I just know how to play, but it's
Oh, but
not,
it's cool, man. Like, I mean, the thing um, is two different types of musician. I see my brain, my opinion, right? Is the musician that takes it professionally, that really goes like, okay, cool, I'm gonna be a musician. I want to learn all the theory and be like a professional, whatever. And the other one that takes it for fun.
right.
So I do, like, I am a musician. I play a lot of instruments, and I can't say that I play one properly. So I play a lot of instruments, but I'm not saying that I play one 100%, because I
Right.
keep jumping and changing and learning here,
Yeah.
learning there. So because my life was like that, I played in bands and stuff, but I never been focused on one instrument. So I don't play one properly. so
Right.
uh,
Right.
That's how it is. But it's cool, and also the music and all this creative, music. Your brain works a bit different as well when you create a video, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think it's another way to express your creativity. You know. By the way, I'm just looking at the comments. Just, do you mind if I just give a shout out? I
Yeah, of
see
course, man.
Marga.
100%. Go for it.
Marga is there. I think she's based in Dubai. Vbong
Just
is from South
press on the
Korea.
top. Hey, if you press on the
Sorry.
top on the how many people are live on the top of the screen,
Yeah. Oh,
just
okay.
press there. You see all the people that are live. Then you can
Oh,
shut
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. I see Bong and Alicia. Hi. Hi, guys. Thank you for watching. But then there's an
Yeah,
interesting comment here, Arthur. He says, what do you, oh, Jed said, I love the reason behind creating video contents, collection of moments to be shared and memories to reminisce, which
yeah,
is, that's something that we do it for ourselves, because if you think of doing it for other people and it turns out they're not interested, you'll end up just being very discouraged. So you have to do stuff that you love to do, and hopefully other people will take notice, but the priority is always, to find your joy. That's,
exactly. That's 100% right, man. I think
yeah,
that's the question we always ask ourselves in the lives we have every morning. We always
yeah,
ask ourselves, you wanna be happy or you wanna be sad? So you ask
yeah,
that question to yourself every morning, and then you're gonna realize that there is no reason to be sad. So stuff happen, and then you have to deal with it. Life goes on, man. Like have to move on and do stuff. So you can't think about the past or whatever happened. Just go forward. It's like a rocket. We say we're like a rocket. There is no reverse gear. We always
yeah.
go
you
forward.
just you just need to keep going forward. Exactly. um Wyke is this his name? He
Hannes,
says,
Hannes, Hannes.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hannes. He says blogging is like making a very interesting Zoom call. That's that's a good perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is awesome. Yeah. So, and about have you always used drones or you bought a drone? Because man, I love your transitions, right? So you're like the place go, and then it goes to another place and it goes to another. It's so cool,
Yeah.
and it is awesome, man, and that's a kind of a signature you have on your videos because it is cool. Every video I watch, you have that sort of effect, which creates
Hmm.
a kind of style of your video. So every video I watch from you, I'm expecting to see it. I don't know if
Right.
you think about it, but it is something that's kind of a signature. It's like for me wearing my hat with my name or
Yeah.
something. No, it's just a signature you have. So, what do you think about that? You always use drone, or how about gear? What you normally use? What you had before? What did you do to change, or how
So
was it?
it's funny because I've always wanted to share content, but I the equipment used to be very expensive, and my main problem were two things. As someone who takes videos, number one, I need I needed a camera that gives me good stabilization. Right
Right.
back then, you didn't get that. Right, maybe I don't know for how long, 8 9 years ago, I couldn't get a camera that I can afford that has good stabilization
Yeah.
and good audio. I wanted I for me to be able to be confident in the videos that I create, I wanted to have good audio as well. Because even if you have the most beautiful looking video, if the audio sucks, no one's gonna watch it. No one's gonna stay engaged. You won't hold people for uh, for a long time. And
Yeah, it
so
is. It is tough. Bad audio
equipment,
is not good, man.
yeah, that's very important. And so when the Osmo came out, do you remember the Osmo, the
Oh,
big
the
one?
DJI,
Yeah,
the
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 DJI
one, the
Osmo.
round one.
Yeah, the round one, but it's huge. It's big at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah, I
The
know
first
that
one
one.
that
I
went
had
out.
one.
Oh, you
It's
had
the
one?
D- it's
Yeah,
the DJI. They call it DJI Osmo.
yeah. They did the Osmo, DJI Osmo. So and then that was the precursor to the Pocket, right? There's an Osmo Pocket. So I was using the Osmo, and that gave me good stabilization. and I think good audio as well. I had a mic that I used together with that, and that was my equipment initially. And then I decided, to get a drone because I thought that it would be very unique to capture stuff from uh,
Above.
different perspective, from above. And so I started using that, and I got a Mavic Pro, and
Nice.
it was very expensive, but eventually it paid off.
Yeah.
Eventually it paid off, and I just replaced it this year.
So,
Yeah, I
but
just
look,
replaced it this year.
you, because the thing is, man, it's expensive those gears, right? Even the DJI Osmo, I had one, was expensive at the time, and I always like, I always bought stuff. I wanted to pay it working with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
how did you do with the drone? So you got the drone. Did you do any service or just use the drone to yourself, or to create your videos? The drone just for your content, or just or selling videos to customers and other companies or stuff?
Yeah, that what's funny, I started being aware of that only with the Diraline class. I wasn't thinking about,
Or you want to
money
think
and
about
stuff. Yeah,
making money with the drone?
that no, not at all. That's why I learned a lot from that class. I think that's one of the most enriching classes I've ever been a part of because it showed me I did I you could
We got a
I
few fans
started
here, man.
looking at. Oh,
Mari's in the
really?
house.
Oh, hey, Mar is here. What's up, Mar? Mar is based from Dubai as well. Met him in the one of the NAS Academy events here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I saw your pictures, man. I'm so jealous because I wanted to go. I wanted to go there.
Well, we're fortunate. The office is just right here. I think you could see it from where I am
Oh
right
man,
now. Oh,
don't
wait,
do that to
let me.
me, man.
Do you see that? Do you see that? So it's somewhere there. It's along this highway. It's really you could
Oh,
see it.
oh man,
So so where were we? Yeah,
the
content
drone.
creation. Yeah, content creation is something that I didn't realize that I was too my self-esteem is not at the stage where I could convince people that the work I create has value for them. And then doing that uh, Dear Aline class made me realize that, hey, there is value. People find value in the stuff that we do as creators.
Yeah,
And and when you realize you have value, you could get something out of it. But before I wasn't doing it for that. It was me purely from for the joy of it, you know.
yeah.
And it still is until now. Yeah.
I mean, like it is funny because when I took the Dear Lean class, was very interesting for me as well. I learned a lot, and I always had that mindset of creating business and making money somehow. Hey guys, just let you know, I got a few questions there. If you don't mind, just write the question on the question box next to the comment. Otherwise, it gets lost, and then I'll see the question I'll put on top, and then we can answer it in a minute. Just about the drone license, we're gonna talk in a minute. The thing is, man, I always thought about business, right? Always like
Right.
making money somehow and stuff. So all these things went on, and all the borders. We can't say names about whatever is happening in the world at the moment because Instagram can block us. So we say like whatever happened in the world with all these borders shut and everything. So we start making masks. So I went to the place, I bought some fabric, I bought a sewing machine, and I bought some elastics, and I learned how to make masks. And I learned myself to make it. So I was even getting home from work and making masks. So I was selling. I made like, I don't know, like in a matter of a month and a half, like fifteen
Wow.
hundred dollars profit.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, so I just to because I that's what I said. I saw an opportunity. I know there was I knew there was not going to be something full time. There was going to be forever. I knew there was going to be for a few months. So I I took the chance. I spent like $300 in gear and fabric, and then I made like 15 profit out of that, and that was it. And on story. So I still have the machine, a bit of fabric, and $1,500 plus in the pocket.
Yeah. And you got
So
it back. You got the value back.
yeah, so you see the opportunity in things. That's what I'm saying. So everything you
Mhm.
see, you try to see an opportunity. How can I make
Right.
money with this? How can I make
Right.
money with that? Because then eventually you're gonna have 3, 4, 5 job opportunities inside your room, and you don't know about it.
Right.
You know?
Well, that's what started to happen when you put your work out there. I wasn't actively pursuing it, but when I was, purposefully out to make content and started speaking to people and started speaking to companies and so on, um, that's when the opportunities. When that's when I started seeing the opportunities. And right now, I'm earning somehow, not so much that I can focus fully on that, but I'm getting um, you know opportunities out of what I do.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So like you creating your portfolio, man. That's what's important. So now you have customers already, man. Think about it. If you get one, you can get 10. You know, you
Yeah,
can get a
yeah,
100. That's not going to stop you. You know, so you have one, you can get another one and another one, another one. That's what I did with music. I
right.
arrived in Australia, couldn't speak English, so I gotta learn 2 songs in English, and then I went to the bars to play for free for 15 minutes, and my wife was recording myself, and I used to get those two music. I always play 2 songs I used to play, and put on YouTube to show the other pubs that my portfolio. And then eventually I had 15 songs, and then 20 songs, and then 30 songs, and then I
Yeah,
had a full gig, and then I start offering gigs and then making money out of music. So
right.
it just something is like a business. You have to build on, create your portfolio. It just takes time. Yeah.
I agree completely. So there's always value in what you do. If you don't get money out of it, if you don't get X deals, if you don't do barter deals, it's always gonna go as part of your portfolio. It's similar to what you do. I learn a lot from you because what you told me before, the strategy that you do is you create stuff. You approach people to create stuff for free, and then
Yeah.
sometimes, and then you use that to build your portfolio, to
Yeah.
develop your skill, and
Because what
eventually
happens
people
is
are
the other customers you're gonna have eventually, they don't know what you did for free and paid. So what happens is you get a big company and you offer a collaboration,
right.
and then you create a video. Why not? You create a nice and awesome advertisement or whatever you create, a drone shot, and then you have that. That was a collaboration. In exchange, what you do, you get the logo of that big company and put it on your website because
Right.
they are a customer. That's going to be on your agreement. So I'll give you a video and you give me the rights to use the video on my portfolio and put the
Yeah.
logo on my website. So
Yep.
eventually, when the customers walk into your website, they're going to see that big logo of the big company there. They're going to say, oh, this guy works for them. That's cool. He's probably awesome. You know,
Yeah.
that's how it is.
Gives
So,
you a
and then
solid reference.
they don't know you did for free or collaborated or anything. So it is something that there is no way to find out as well, unless they
Right.
contact the company. But that can be on the agreement as well. Do not tell anyone. so
Yeah.
so
How are
it's
you in
cool.
that respect now? How are you in that area? You've been doing a lot of this purposefully. So where are you at this point?
Yeah. So, all right, cool. That's great, man. I really loved your story, and I didn't know you were like 13 years in Dubai. That's a lot. I'm like 12 in Australia. I arrived 2010 here.
Oh, 12.
Yeah. So
12.
I just got the citizenship. Finally, it took like ages, man, to get it.
How long did
Now
it
I
take?
got double. Now I'm gonna go to the only place I'm gonna use the Brazilian passport is going to Brazil. The rest just the Australian.
So you'll be visiting us here in Dubai soon, probably.
Oh, of course, man. Once everything's sorted in the world, then I will. For sure, I'll get my
Yeah.
family and go for trip and have a bit of fun because it's been tough lately. Look, man. it is awesome to know that you have a lot of creativity in your videos. And tell me one thing that's really important to know: which platforms you use. Like, I noticed you use Instagram, and you probably use YouTube as well. Do you use any other platforms part of that?
That's I'm using Instagram, I'm using Facebook, and I'm using YouTube. But right now, I'm using Instagram more.
Right.
Yeah,
Why is that?
Ju- I feel that the stuff that I do um, right now, I'm getting more interest from Instagram than in any other platform. Right.
Right.
So also, it's very concentrated. When you go to Instagram, you immediately see the work that you have, the the outputs that you've created. It's already there. In Facebook, not so much. In YouTube, you have to search. But um, Instagram is for me. I get more
It's more friendly as
responses.
well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's exactly. It's friendlier in
So
Instagram.
I go on TikTok, right? I go on TikTok and I feel lost. I know how to use it, but I feel lost, man, because it's not friendly. Even the design is not friendly. Like
I
stuff.
I I can't figure it out. I can't figure TikTok out until now. Like the
Yeah.
stuff that I
So
create in Instagram, when I put it on TikTok, the reactions are totally different. I have to learn that.
so you also, like, I saw on your Instagram. You ride. Do you ride bikes, or you run? What do you do? Like, I saw a lot doing all these events and stuff. Running, I think it is, isn't it?
For which one? Sorry.
I saw on your Instagram stories, you create some contents about, like, you. I think you were running, right? Running, doing some running. Was a big event
Um.
with a lot of people.
Oh, that was Dubai. No, it's a huge event here in the UAE because now we're getting um, we're our the government is doing a great job managing the pandemic, the cases, and
Yeah,
so we're back to somehow we're back to normal, you could say, in a way. And every year there's this event where they close a portion of the major highway here in the UAE, and tons of people do a run, a 5K run, a 10K run. So it's just, maybe you just saw me
yeah.
documenting that because I was there. There were 150,000 people roughly
Oh,
that joined that event. Yeah, so it was very
busy.
unique. Yeah, very
Very
busy,
busy.
very busy and unique. Yeah, so that was
That's
when
great,
what we
man.
saw.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, so one thing I wanna know about you, which is a really, like, um, personal question, and you take your time to answer. But as a content creator, what is your dream?
I think as a content creator, I'd like to be able to bring value to people, whether it be in the form of making them happy, making them feel nice, or giving them information. I want to connect with them through the stuff that I do. Right. Um, I wanna create content that's honest, that's positive, that's inspiring, that's awesome. That's why I like to look at visually captivating places, stunning places, because I want people to be affected emotionally by the content that I do. Um, at the very core of it is that it's just an expression of my gratitude for life. I'm very thankful of the life that I get to have. It's not much, it's not out there, but um, I'm having fun and I'm happy. And for me, the content that I do is an expression of that. And I want people to feel the same way. I want people to find value in that. And so that's probably the most fulfilling thing that I could get out of content creation. Yeah.
Man, that's an amazing answer. That
Thanks.
was awesome, man. That was really, really good. And you know what? That's the most important thing. Like, when you know something, especially, it is funny, man. because when you start NAS Academy, the courses are awesome. Okay, the courses are good. You know, some courses I did, I knew a lot of stuff already, and I just went for the community. I
Right.
went I joined the course just to have the new WhatsApp group and meet new people. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So because it is awesome to meet people and to engage and talk about projects and you know, have those Zoom calls and all these meetings and have fun. It is awesome, man. It is really cool. And then you
Yeah.
meet a lot of people from everywhere in the world. See, like I got you, then I got a girl from Malaysia, and then I have, you know, James Wong. He's a trainer at Nice Academy, so he's gonna be with me as well. I got Sarah.
Wow.
She's a trainer from Nice Academy. She's gonna be with me as well. And I got Nikki. She's a trainer from Nice Academy. She's gonna be with me as well.
That's
So
awesome.
I'm reaching out all these people that I met through my journey as a content creator. Because what happens is, I think if you have something in your mind or have a knowledge or learn something, and you keep it to you, that's not right. If
Yeah.
you share to someone, that's cool because
Yeah.
you're teaching someone, man. And there is no reason to hold it to yourself. And you know, if you know something, why not? You know what I mean? Why not? Because you're not gonna lose anything, man. You know, that's
Right.
why like helping. When I was in the courses, I was kind of helping people and you know
Yeah,
join.
you were.
Oh man, you need a hand at this. No worries, let's do it. And all these things. I was not a trainer, but I wanted to help because I knew how to do. Why not to help? You know, so and that was the best part for me because I love doing this kind of stuff. And that's the reason I created this because we wanted to like get together and I like people now are watching, right? They are watching and they are taking something from this conversation. You know what I mean? Even if it's a
Yeah.
positive thinking, even a positive thinking. Okay, cool, never give up. You know what I mean? Just something. You know they're
Yeah.
taking from it. So we got a few questions here, I think. I'll just go back there. So Jad asked question one. Let's go. Uh, do you need a license to fly a drone in Dubai? And then question two. Do you encounter flying to a country which didn't allow you to bring your drone? What do you say to that?
All right. So the first question is, yes, you do need to in Dubai, you need to have a RPAS, that's a recreational pilot license. And then you also need to register your drone in DCAA. That's the Dubai Civil Aviation Authority. If you're flying within Dubai. But overall in the UAE, you need to also register it in the GCAA, which is another aviation authority that
So
you
you
could.
just register because in Australia what happens is you need a license. So you need to kind of you can get a drone on the store and just go crazy. But what happens is on the app on DJI you're gonna have areas that you can fly, areas you can't fly, and the app's gonna tell everything. But uh, there is a certain license you can get to actually use the drone. So you learn. It's like driving a car. So you're gonna learn everything.
Yeah,
So
but I flew a drone in Australia.
did you?
Yeah, yeah, Bondi Beach.
Bondi Beach, yeah. Did you
Yeah,
come to
yeah, yeah.
Australia?
Yeah, I spent a week, I think a week in Sydney.
And I left.
And
I lived
then
11 and a half years there, man.
oh, really? I
So
went
now I'm in
there a
South
few
Australia.
years ago. Oh, okay, okay, cool. So I went there. I flew my drone in Bondi
Yeah,
Beach. It was pretty cool. Yeah,
it's nice, isn't it?
it is
I used to
beautiful. I
live in
want to go
Manly.
back.
So I used to live in Manly, the other
Oh,
side of the
okay.
bridge.
Yeah, yeah. And there's a nice beach there as well, right?
Yeah, it's beautiful there, man.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
You're lucky,
great.
man.
And yeah, so there's another question here in Dubai. Yeah, so it's the same question. So you answer both questions
Right. But
about
there's
that.
another question there. Are there any countries that didn't allow me?
Yeah,
My
there is. Yeah,
my drone got confiscated in Cuba.
Cuba.
So yeah, yeah. I went to Cuba. It was supposed to be Miami,
They normally
Mexico.
confiscate different things in Cuba, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. They're very strict, but very professional. I was surprised.
That's good.
So I went to Miami and then Mexico. and then Miami going back to Cuba. When I landed in Cuba, they spotted the drone, they confiscated it at the airport, and they said you'll be able to get it back when you leave Cuba. And I was like stressed out because, yeah, when I was reading the forums, they say, "Oh, these people are, you know, corrupt. They won't return the drone to you, and so on." But my experience, here's the thing:
Man, don't.
humans.
Yeah, that's what I said, man. Don't. Yeah, whatever, man. People read things and they just take as true, you know.
Exactly. My experience was completely different. They are the most professional and kindest people that, I've ever met. Like, they took care of my drone like it was gold. They were, just check it out, how I wrap this, how I seal this, you will get this back. And then at the airport, I got it back. And there was no reason to worry.
Yeah.
So they're very nice.
So you
So
kind of feel like going to Cuba again with your drone just to feel that again.
I won't definitely bring my drone there without a permit.
Because what happens is, man, it's funny because a lot of people say like, Jed said, thank you for answering my question. I've been hesitating to get here in Saudi Arabia as GACA license can take some time to approve. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so what happened is like a lot of people say like about Brazil as well. So they go to they read about Brazil. In Australia, when I arrived, people came to me and say, "Oh, how is Brazil?" I say, they say, "Oh, samba." That's how they say. They say samba, uh, favela, and corruption.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? And that's how they
yeah,
see Brazil. And jungle,
yeah.
that's how they see. They think they're gonna land in Brazil and it's gonna come monkeys on top of the planes. That's not like
Yeah,
that, man. It's like, you know what I mean? So it is like, it is strange how people don't, they just think whatever they want or read just something. They open the newspaper and look at the pictures. That's how I see those people. They just look at the
that's,
pictures. They don't read the
yeah,
content. So it is funny. But man, that's it. I think we're good to go. I don't want to take your time as well, and we probably can have many more in the future in case you want. In case you have any other thing you want to share, another project or anything you want to join, and come with someone else. You know what I mean? We can do like you and me and Mirage and have another talk or anything,
that would
man.
be fun. Yeah, yeah, that would be
Yeah,
fun.
so we can have fun, man. We can have fun.
Yeah,
There is no rules, you know. So there is no. I have nothing written here. I'm just talking to you because I don't like writing questions. I don't like following anything, you know. So we have a
right.
nice conversation. You feel good to talk about what you like, and then we can share our experiences and hopefully someone in the audience learn as I learn from you. You learn from me, and they can learn from us, right?
Yeah,
That,
yeah.
that's really, really, really cool. And just one last thing, man. Just leave a message to everyone that's watching and that we watch in the future because we have um, two pages on Facebook and YouTube playing as well. So if you want to leave a message to everyone um, as a content creator, what you recommend, what you can tell them.
Yeah, like um, don't don't like just do what you love, man. Don't Success will come, whatever form may be, but try to find the satisfaction in everything that you do. As a content creator, you'll be surprised. Some people just shoot up like that, and they get all the deals, and they get all the views and stuff. But at the end of the day, you do stuff that would make you happy, that would fulfill you. You that's how you begin, whether you look at it from a business standpoint or you look at this as a hobby. What's the most important thing is that it gives you joy, and
Yes,
that you walk into this every day. You do these projects thinking, oh wow, I get to do this, instead of saying, oh wow, I have to do this. So I think that's the most important thing. Like, try and find. I didn't realize I'd get so much joy out of doing this. Really, honestly speaking, I didn't think that I'd
look at
find.
that, look at that. Do what you love, then you never call it a job.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, do what you love and you won't call it a
Yeah, my
job.
friend. So yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Look, that's yeah, probably yes. what happens is like, the thing is, man, you have to enjoy the process. Otherwise, you get too crazy how it's going to be the outcome, and then you don't enjoy the process, and you don't have a, you're never happy, because you always
Yeah.
think how the end product's going to be, how the end
Yeah.
result's going to be, and then you never enjoy every second that you're creating it, you're doing it, you're thinking about it, and you living it. So that's really important. Like, enjoy every second of your process. How create videos, whatever you do in life. Take
Yeah.
take every second and enjoy it, and laugh about it, and have a good time. Then life will be much easier
Yeah.
and much
Oh, and
happier.
one more thing. That's, I think, very important, that I've learned a lot through this past year. You never know what saying yes will happen to you.
Yeah,
Um,
it's right. That's
so
right.
so there are fears that you feel, that I'm not at that level, or I'm not ready, or that's not for me. But deep inside, you know you want to do it. Just say yes. Just say yes, because that's what happened to me. I got a lot of, I haven't grown exponentially, but what I'm saying is that where I was 2 years ago is different from where I am now, just because I decided to say yes more. So
Yes,
say
man. Look,
yes.
that's the thing. Yes, that's the thing. Because what happened, man? Think with me, right? You said I didn't grow much. No, you did. You know why you did? Because you now in a live telling people how was your experience in the past 2 years, and how much you succeed in the past 2 years. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you have a car or not, if you have good gear or not. What matters is your brain, how you grow in
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? So you learned a lot, and your mind is all ready to rock. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Now you go much more than that. So it's like a rocket. No reverse gear
Exactly.
and always forward.
Always forward, man.
All right, man.
I
Thank you
like
very
that.
much, Ren. Thank you very
Let's do
much.
it
It
again,
was a
man.
pleasure to see you today, and hopefully you had a good time as well. And
I
I
did.
can't wait to see you. Uh, because they say that I create websites a lot. I'm a web designer, so I create websites as well. So he said, "Oh, be careful when you say yes to Ata, because it's gonna create some." Yes, but that's it, Ram. Thank you very much again,
Thank you. Appreciate
and
it.
you are welcome anytime to come and have a chat. We can probably have a nice conversation with Niraj as well. We can join three of us together and have a good chat about content creation and even editing, because we are three editors. Man, your
Oh
editing
yeah.
is amazing, man. Your editing is unbelievable good.
You see my
And
smile? You see how you make me smile now?
yeah,
Thank you.
so
Thank
yeah,
you so
man,
much.
because it is good, and it is awesome. And guys, if you don't know him, just go on the top there, tap on his name and follow him and watch all his videos, because his videos are unbelievable. His places, the places he visit, all this story he tells, and man, it is awesome. Just go there and follow him, and that'll be it. All right,
Thank you. Thank you so much for
all
having me.
sorted.
I had fun. Yes, man.
That's good, man. We talk soon.